QT just crouched behind this one, still flash. Molly coming through, trip as well, and the counter play in order. There it is. Deleting him. Trip kill. Never seen that one before, at least on the big stage. Here it is, though. It's slowed down Gen.G to a crawl. Lakia in through the back of the site, though, and there's the response, the return of firepower. Zelsis left to pick up those pieces, but already the site has been gained and granted. Shock dart kills, 2 versus 2.
And now, as Gen.G have to return to grab this spike, Zeken's gone to make the play, wrapping all the way around. He's got a Sheriff favored for long-range fights. And that shock not quite as successful as the prior. Sassy's been locked out and has given away his position, and Caron, new to the big stage, so aware, but he's missed the timing.
Just barely. From ranked to rookie to tier 1 stage to the chance to lift the trophy, Caron looking like he might take that first contact dart. Supportive util, Sassy finding it difficult to really get himself into the position. Second, walking wide, now the dart finally ready, clearing it. At least onto one position here, but time's starting to work and tick against them. A face from all of them. On top now, Sassy versus Lakia. And they're all players against one another. It's Lakia. A lot of adversaries to try and overcome here. Still not showing his hand. Dart. Potential there to set that one up, but finally a few shots fired, and Rattle Texture's been creeping and crawling up onto the angle. Finally there, and releases it. The trigger straight to the dome there. Sassy dropping into the back of the site. 2 left standing here for Sentinels. Disadvantaged position. Gotta watch that one though. ADS second. And that's 8 seconds left. A round-winning play perhaps, but now a safe plant position for Meteor, tucked right behind the pillar. We'll be able to get the extension into the round, but can he survive the 1v2? Already through, and second! Nasty work there.
Great distraction play from Sassy.
Meteor though, potentially getting some of that information over towards the one side with a nice Blade Storm. Running them through, and the IGL dropped. But now a scurry and scatter, everybody running over towards that A side, seeing if they can at least reinforce Meteor's position. He's going to be tucked close.
Can they get a double face going with Zeken updrafting? Instead, just choosing to face it.
TP with a gate crash, not going to be baited out from that one still. Lakia's also getting a move on through Halls. Could be that late lurk play in that position. Meteor going to be cleaned up there with the trade still. A tap. No one forced out wide. Lakia though gaining that kill and closing the door in front of him. Neural theft. Giving the info. Texture. Now the emphasis placed on him. A dash to the side here, but a pull on line, not half, onto the spike. Could be a big difference maker. Could be a massive one, in fact. Gen.G have got them surrounded on almost every single front right now, picking them apart. The threads unraveling. Leave it to just John QT, but again, the time ticking away. It's just far too late for it. Gen.G find themselves up nice and easy onto that third. Oh, and a lot of respect as well being showcased as well to a weaker buy of Sentinels, but Zeken. See what damage he can do here. Still with the rifle in his hand. They found the first one, but again, a lot to get through. It's murky territory, a blight onto the B site with that pit, but they really wrangled control of this one. They found Caron, but again, Munchkin is the player that needs to fall to really stand a chance into this one. Yes, it doesn't cover it. Texture alive and kicking, working his way around, but he's being found. Sassy drops him, and one player left to stand as Lakia crouched, cowering, fear in his heart. He cannot face them. A thrifty win for Sentinels.
Tens has got to be careful here not to overflank. He just needs to play to contain. He grabs one,
No
grabs
way!
2.
And the heads will roll before that space gains. And guess what? Gen.G just sent rattling now all the way, man! The movement looking clean with it. Texture's got something to say. Still, only one blade left. Rest of them finding it into the back wall, but there's the refresh and shut down. Traded time. Really.
Caron, though, is going to be able to reposition slightly, and Tens is weak.
Really weak. He's got so wide. Zelsis needs to be ready. Caron! The movement impeccable, the aim on top. And he's brought it to a 1v1. Yes, damage has been done, but this guy, from rank to superstardom all the way on the grand stage, he does not seem phased at all. Zeken to face him now. Again, slow walking onto the angle. The noise and information just being cut away entirely. It could just come down to chance. Cloudburst straight up into the air. Zeken diffusing. Drops down. Fight taken at 1. Caron! Possibly seeing multiple targets. Now the Hunter's Fury of his own. That is going to be left rip, and look at the targets! They just cleave right through them.
What a perfect counter to what Gen.G were going for. Immaculate stuff from Sen. And still throughout all of this, they're looking to go aggressive in other places. Tens has gotten deep. He's going to be able to hear rotations. I think that's such a pivotal part of Sen playing in this finals.
Not quite broken. Reveal onto multitudes of targets. Again, this all causing issues, and it is too much to overcome, too much to clear. Ults are being rattled off here. Texture from the high ground, eventually traded, and now the flash, pop flash, round the corner, TenZ. It was all dodge. Meteor! Massive play. Second sticking inside the cage, broken. Drone just spotting out these trips, kill trick, lucky. Oh. Wait a second, GEN.G is there onto the angle in time. Gets the punish onto Lakia. Caron, the chance really for him to clean up, but no, the crosshair placement just wasn't expecting that one. The deep contact play and push out from Sentinels. On the first times, it feels like they're in a really advantageous situation.
Yeah, definitely. They're realizing the fact that Caron and Munchkin are going to be playing in very passive positions. They found them both. They even isolate Munchkin, who's so far away. And yes, this has taken a lot of time, but it's set them up in a great situation to win the round.
Chance of playing the lineups anymore for Munchkin. Meteor, Texture have to go absolutely massive, but he instantaneous there with the trade and shut down in time. It's all about the reactions. Follow through there, just a clone, but a shorty defending the area and teammates flooding back in. All to his avail. Munchkin, though, has managed to get himself a gap into the A site, but the spike has been dropped down into the center of the mid, and it's all down to the individual plays. You can see Caron also thinking about the same thing here, and Munchkin. Full territory gain down into mid for SEN, but they need to keep their eye on almost every single angle here. And guess what? Plenty of backs facing away from them. Caron, it's majestic! And just like that, turned away, ripped away. What should have been a slam dunk, SEN left looking in every possible direction, barely able to get it, but they do in the end. Should trigger that reaction with the knife down, cancels it! Reactions there from Zekken, repositions there with a dash, but might want another go, I think. Still with the door opened wide, he realizes it is back. He's open to two different directions, and he's really got to try and watch this one here, at least get some help from the rest of his team. GEN.G are moving into the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, they're going towards Zelsis, who's reinforced with GEN.G's utility.
Players haven't budged, snared into space. Zelsis hearing that one broken, now wants to take the fight to him. Out wide, onto the wall here, Caron. He's worked and wiggled his way into the back of the side again. Back to it, reload! Oh my! 7 seconds left, but the spike drop down. Sentinel surely a favourite, and yes, indeed they are. No chances here in the final round of this first half. Not for Munchkin. To the A side still. It's Caron. It's locked down into the corner position. Guess what, Zekken punishing the rotation! And 3 heads roll. Down and out here, Caron blinded as anything, cannot win his fight out. Zekken, they're chanting for it. You can feel it, the roar of the crowd behind him. And he knows what they want.
TenZ spots him.
Munchkin spotted. Ow! Tuck toes. Okay. Not going to be able to play anti towards that one, and everybody playing inside this cloud burst, not expecting him. He pounces up. Already just locks that one down. These Sentinel players are left scrambling and wondering exactly where these players are coming from. Texture now with the dash. Smoke to play in for TenZ here, but how do you really overcome this? You just can't. It's just raw mechanical prowess on display. Second, got to be ready for this one here. Is it going to be cleared? It's an off angle. Lakia in the crosshair, precisely on exactly where it needed to be.
Yeah, great reclear. GEN.G are going to go for those occasionally because that is the weakness of their composition, and they need to make sure that they have info in that area of the map. Meteor going for an info peek when they're up 5v4.
Everybody's got their backs turned to every possible position. Texture, though, seems to be more aware of it than he is. Shuts down GEN.G. Sassy out in the open. Down into the back of the site, and it is traded and cleaned up by TenZ still. Only 2 to left stand here for Sentinels. We'll get control of the B side and the plan online. But even more so, to try and overcome Texture, Lakia and Caron taking their time with it.
They know that Zelsis does not have the orb on the spike. They can see that over towards mid. So he's probably not playing post plants, probably on site with TenZ.
All up, re-clear. Just feeling unsafe, but they do take control of main once more. They can play this post plant from this position still. Smokes are available. At least Caron puts that one up, but a kill found still. It's down to just TenZ.
He's got to do it all.
Does have a nade, but still he's got to deal with this. And what a play to make. Texture so damn aware, but there's the shot still. Will the nade land in time? Lakia's sticking. Spam damage! He's just about got it! 40 seconds left. Time could start to become a problem, but Texture, he was the real danger in this round, at least with those knives. And with him shut down, now it opens wide. But Munchkin immediately there. No command sent flying. Bucky Gaming! Lakia dropping TenZ straight down to it. Removes him from the fight, A main control, Granted and gained, tucks it up and doubles up. Now with the drone over, an attempt to punish Kieran, running and gunning. Zelsis time, 12 seconds left. He needs to find his kill, but a rifle has been handed over, and so is the spike. GEN.G, head on a swivel, too much to deal with, too much to overcome, and surrounded, man, surrounded. Second, it's all about the reactions, but Texture, of course, he's favored. On LAN, already in position. It's all on Zekken. Zelsis seeking to just sow that chaos and discord into the map, at least with the pit laid down. GEN.G, I feel it really imperative to try and clear this one, but they're already just losing players. Sentinels toppling like flies. TenZ, he has worked his way deep. Gate crash now into the back of the site, so Meteor's going to be rejoining his team, and they have reinforced that area with 20 seconds left. What is the call? Jumping away and on high, but still they're surrounded with this pit. How did they even get themselves into the site? It's 12 seconds, time working against them again. Lakia to play, to do the most. Spoiler, there it is, finally spraying them through with 5 seconds down. No chance of sticking. I don't believe there's any time, and even if there was, Lakia could have absolutely sealed it up anyway. Beautiful work from GEN.G. Themselves into B. Now there are players here. Great dash forwards with that flash. It's all combined and calculated. Munchkin layers it down now with the pits. Dropping down in this position. He's already found Zelsis. Where's the follow-up? Where's the follow-through? It's not there. Kieran, the supportive util, the smoke to just prop it up and divide up the entirety of the site. And now a tasty morsel has been claimed with the spike drop down. Stray shot fired here, potentially just catching a glimpse. Opens wide again, JeonQT, that was his only chance, but
there goes the op.
Is there, op down, still 18 left, and they have to deal with Munchkin. Smoke down, grabbed and out, dash forwards, but Munchkin again, they weren't expecting it, right from behind.
He's not thinking about it.
Not thinking about it at all. Lakia, punishment is there in place, over the top with the knives, dodging, dashing, and away for one blade left. The Zekken needs that rejuvenation, he's got it, but instantly again, Kieran, the trade is there. Fundamentals off the bloody chart for GEN.G, and this is it, surely, with the map pushed into the positions, already there. Clone revealed the position, flash through into the box, Sassy's out, wide and alone. Scared for his life, too much to deal with, indeed. GEN.G lead the charge here in our grand finals of Madrid, taking map 1. They are rapid onto the corner here, white face, 3 players though, left to fight them. TenZ hightailing it out of there, backs away. There's a smoke drop down at his feet as well, just to cover that retreat.
Looking like they want to take another fight immediately over towards short.
Bit of damage, it has slowed them down. They realize Showers is open, the reposition now into the back of the site. Dizzy up and away. Broken in place. Sassy, good kill. Wingman with the swing. They are absolutely running over these GEN.G players. There's the fast TP and a wrap around. Shut down. Sentinels, a pistol round gained. Lambs stunned up. There was that connection, and they are just running and gunning. Current didn't stand a chance. A second go of things now. Dizzy, there's some value. Blinded up, but at least Lakia can stand his ground. Rooted into place with 40 seconds left. Time. Not too much of a problem just yet, as long as they do slow it down and pick off these remaining players around. Sassy, back at the site, Ghost, winning it, but now just facing all together.
30 seconds
Zekken realizing it, backs himself away now, up towards heaven.
Lakia has to plant here with 3 HP. Zekken has a nade. Is he going to be able to get into position to deny this?
Opens himself super wide, but he takes the risk, actually just goes for the wider swing, and Lakia, yes, he does go down. Straight bit of damage, 140 to the chest, and Texture. They should know the timing for it, but it's going down. Flash through and out. There it is. Meteor falls, deleted. Lakia.
How has he done that?
Away, I'm not too sure. Jumping up and hopping up. That was a trailblazer kill that I just saw filling up the feed, but the spike dropped down. Texture will seek to reclaim this one, and all this action has happened with still a minute left on the clock.
What is Munchkin's call here? Zelsis is still waiting over by Showers, expecting them to use that teleport, because Sentinels have lost B long control. Love the play from Sassy and TenZ. Going for a fake B long re-clear and then a real one afterwards with the wingman. But it still left things in an even scenario. This is still looking like they could take the teleporter, but Munchkin's getting into more and more of a committed position.
30 seconds
Slowly
left.
now assuming correct positions, like they want to try and exec themselves into this site. Here it is. Munchkin has a snake bite, we'll send it flying. That's just to block off that CT exit and entrance. Still the face, and the fight is called. Munchkin, a lot more left to do now here with only a few seconds left. Removes the Seeker, it was pesky in his face, a bit of a problem, but again, time against him. And with the spike in the middle of nowhere,
no time.
Clear wing cons, acknowledged there. Zelsis, yeah, he runs his way out. Rated out if it goes poorly. Sassy, he's the one to watch for here, and look at that Texture. I mean, insane awareness, shots fired and rattled, but there it is, Celsius returning. Few of his own, the spam battle won out, or at least evened out.
Evened out, and Munchkin is looking to try to take this timing down short. He's posted himself in an aggressive position. Second and 10s want to re-clear.
Oh, theft. Molly was sent flying.
Oh, they missed it!
Oh, he missed it! Still walking into the Molly. How are Gen.G finding all of these kills are onto the A side already?
That is ridiculous! I thought Tens and Zekken had the awareness that Munchkin was there, and Zekken, he ends up getting caught as well, so giving away his positioning. He's going to have to pull out heroics to get this. It's looking awesome for Gen.G.
Yep, doesn't do anything there. Gen.G doubled up. Almost every position accounted for. Sentinels. Yeah, decisions be made for them. Backing away from this one. Nade off the Dizzy's contact and a fight as well out into the open. That's the one who's going to be coming up on top. Seekers here out. There's a little bit of chaos now strewn really into the mix here with the orbital strike was committed. No kill from that one though, and Gen.G wounded. Mid round by Munchkin. Ball to just contact all the way in has done them wonders. Still, they do have to worry about that ult, and there it is. Sent flying out to the back of the site. Lakia, pop flash play out and collected all sorts of kills and damage, but the wide face of Celsius, beautiful with the movement. He glides and saves the day. Leaves it down to that 1v2 still with the pit up. Munchkin, plenty of options left here. Is he going to be aware of this? Potentially keeps the pit up. Tap.
He actually might be able to tap here and use the teleporter even, but he's looking to try to take the fight instead.
Trying to make a play. Every angle needs to be watched for, and it is.
And on the entry, coming straight down mid.
No direct hit.
He got rocked.
Straight to the back wall. Yep, it's second. Comes out on top in that one here. Nade will get sent flying. Players seeking to try and plug up that gap as well. You can see them. Gen.G swarm that position. Mosh pit does relieve that pressure, but okay, Meteor still alive and has dropped him down. Now the showstopper earns up and a bound. Zekken eventually claiming the kill, just using a gun this time. Here it is into the site. It's Meteor. He splits it up.
He's distracting. He's pulling 3 players over towards A. Munchkin, though, instead of rotating, decides to reinforce his player, who's in a deep position. But this crossfire looks impossible to break.
How do you break it? You just can't, surely.
Well, they're worried about a B lurk, so this might break it themselves.
No way. And
they don't swing.
The trade's late, the swing's late. Meteor, he's gone for seconds, you greedy, greedy boy. But spam down at a triple point, and now there's the call. Finally, a TP by Munchkin.
Catch Meteor, do they predict it?
Discipline, the diligence, Meteor can't land his shot. Still 30 seconds left, and again, it's a wrap around, the ring around the roses, straight through the TP. Munchkin, though, will be met or placed. It's going to be blocking them off, at least from being able to flood themselves back into it, but he actually didn't activate the orb.
And he didn't throw the snake bite either.
Bit of a misplay potentially, but now finally out into the open. A few bullets to pay for the price of that one, still alive.
Sen was so worried that Munchkin was fake tapping there that they didn't even get into backside in time. So now Munchkin's snakebite with the orb completely locks them off. They are worried, where could Munchkin be right now?
There's that misinformation strewn into the round. Now Munchkin has a snakebite. Can play it as the first point here. Sassy just sticking, holding with faith in his teammate right behind him, and you can feel it all the way through. Sent flying, but it's no, it's a little bit late. It's the late second. Needs to get out of entertainment. Right on time, Kieran. Oh, he's barely crawling away there. Death's door, but he will survive into this round. And guess where Meteor is? Go and walkabouts once more.
He made a noise.
So damn good at trying to play the map into this fashion. But yes, he did make a noise. And now the Seeker's being used. It will point him towards him. It has to break it. Drops down the cage. Direction. Gen.G turning in and facing over towards the B side. And again, Sentinels will be running and following them fast on them, hot onto the heels. Inside the smoke. Meteor dominates the angle and dominates the space with his own neural theft down. Gen.G stand a chance and more. The decision to be made. They fight into the back of the site. And it is going beautifully for them.
Spike planted.
The pace from Gen.G is just far too much for Sentinels to deal with.
They'd have to just some absolute miracle shots, and they're already setting up and gearing up for it now. Out wide again, but guess what? Yeah, Meteor is too fast onto the approach. Inside the smokes, inside every possible option that could have been there for Sentinels, and Zekken, the only thing is focused on his mind is trying to get out with that gun, but even that is denied. Portion of territory. But Meteor just seems so damn aware of it. He is. Hunts him down, sniffs him out.
Brutal situation for Sen to be in. This site's so difficult to retake Lakia. Oh, body block there for a moment.
Surely no chances though with the gun advantage for Gen.G. They are just cross-fired up out the wazoo, making sure that they can beam down anybody who tries to step past that mark.
Zekken will take the death to be able to, oh, the kill, sure, to be able to get his ult online for the next round. But it's just all focus on round 12 here. Oh, and they're just playing with Sassy.
Hiding inside the smoke, doubled up now. They want to flood back into this one, trying to catch that timing, and here it is. Doubled up high-low, Sentinels. This might be the right read for them, but Lakia is brute force to barrel through Sassy. So damn fancy. Might have brought them a window of opportunity, a chance, very narrowly. Nade rebounds, but not enough to stop this one, and Zekken still has the rocket showstopper available. Pit. Now going to be dropped down here with the rocket to clear through and out over the top. It's lifeless. Baron in nature, but he snipes him anyway. Expected a position, Sentinels claiming the 6. Of these retake situations, it all comes down to the minutiae, these tiny little details. Flooding now, front of the site, shots found and kills finally online. The defuse. Team in the defuse, Karon half already. Has he bought them time enough potentially for GEN.G here with 2 players left? Lakia, the orb, at least there, another kill, found and out and defended. You're joking. Too much util, the dog doesn't clear him, but he does break it anyway. Kill trip, lands a shot. Good adjustment in the end, but Tense does return that fire. Now Flash blinded, Texture still, only for a moment. Sen's blind and nade, now there's 45 seconds here for Sen. You can collect yourself and cool down your senses, enough for potential pivot to a different area, but they've committed the smokes, and they want to know what his last play is. That Texture, what is that? Pulling away, Trip's still not dealt with, lighting these players up, yet John QT is right there again, TP left. Through. That was only Zelsis. What is the call to be made? Bonus round for GEN.G finally, full committal, but they're going to be walking again into Munchkin. Never losing his ground here, always holding on to this space, and now Meteor doubled up crosshair setup. This could be nasty, this could be brutal. Obliterated GEN.G! Meteor, oh Meteor, oh, what a snap to the side. That's the wrist breaker there from Sassy, and hello, what a time to come alive here for Sentinels. Much needed, much anticipated now. Texture trying to dodge and juke that timing here. Entertainment onto Lakia. He's back to all of them, chasing them down, hunting them down. Sassy. Previous gun round, not after losing most of the scenarios where they had that advantage. Thrash off that tap. Satchel over the top here, and a seek to punish. There it is. Texture, last one left, last one alive through the box. Nade earned again. But tucked, hiding away from the position. It's Sentinels trying to play this one just with a little bit of intelligence. And John gets that information. Flying over the top now as well. Trying to take the space. It's only Tens, and he's left alone to his own devices. So for the rest of his team here with only 25 seconds. That's a spike drop down on top of it. It needs to be heroics, and it needs to be masterful play at that. Munchkin almost going down to the stray Satchel, but it matters not. Overwhelming aggression from GEN.G. Full lockdown in approach and play. And seconds dwindling down to nothing. It's GEN.G up to 10.
The stack, the crossfire, way too much for Sen to deal with. And not just that, GEN.G fighting close. Not trying to hold into backside and rely on the fact that...
Loose here was vulnerable, but up close to the corner to clear. Lakia! Blinded! What? Found what? Snaps it! Sentinels, they found an advantage, but it's about converting it now into a round win.
And they've got an inkling that there's a ton of players here stacking the site, but they're not fast enough to pull the trigger and go for the rotate through the teleport, which would have been a play to open up the A site for a free plant. They found themselves that player advantage, and now GEN.G, with the players stacked, looking to re-explore.
Oh man, look at this call to contact re-clear. Are they going to be ready with the rifle play? It needs to be online. It is Sentinels. At all, and that's going to be sending it out with Wingman. He's going to be broken. No, they disabled it correctly, but it does catch on the second. So the plan is online. 4v4 though. A must win for Sentinels, must win indeed.
The flank.
Fast wrap around, flanks on, flanks Lakia, punished for it. At least recognizing Sen, the weaknesses of their own compositions, but is immediately answered and evened back out.
Celsius got ult.
So, advantage now for GEN.G here with the ult. Here's the first tap, but he's waiting for the second point. Karen's fast onto him, Karen's fast onto him! Already approaching and expecting that position, and he just has to let it rip anyway before anybody even taps. GEN.G so fast with the moves, yet Sentinels shut it down. Flying Zekken is eager for the engagement, even more so, spots it out, Munchkin. First one to fall, fills up that feed for them nicely here, but GEN.G might even look to just try and fight back with the pit down. Something has to really dislodge this one here, maybe even a few stray bullets. Sassy finally planting, elbow control for them. On top of that, it's Hookah.
They didn't plant though. They're still getting it down now, and GEN.G are taking elbow control in the meantime.
It might work against them because it has cut off these angles, and the core mate to contact works out beautifully. Thrash through with the flash as well. On top of it, it comes down to how can they win these kills out? Second, as the Wrangle the Beast that is his rifle lit up like beacons, but it matters not. Sentinels just over and above the top of it here. Second satchel now to the ball position with Meteor down. Really no more danger. Sentinels, they are steady as anything here. They can feel it on the precipice of getting that 12th round here. A critical map in the juncture that is this series.
Texture and Munchkin really with no chances in the round. Though Sassy looks to take the fight instead of relying on the double up.
Zelsis, safe pair of hands there. Rifle in them. Make sure that there's no funny business. 20 seconds, this is going to be a full committal. Straight into the maw, out wide, they're not expecting it! Gen.G players holding their ground, rooted and snared into place, but they're willing to just fight tooth and nail. Spike dropped down, Molly's at the feet, nobody can advance, nobody can step over the line. There's gonna have to be those shots, gonna have to be that firepower. But again, is it enough? Is it enough? It's not! Gen.G walking, Gen.G walking, Gen.G walking, but losing the fight. Initially, it's up to Lakia. Hold it down and stand as ground.
Short players!
Away the short players, and Lakia comes up huge. You're joking. Getting away with murder. No, now with the camera, spotted it all. Look at that, Karon sends it and splits them up. For OT, all the way here, Gen.G not going to be denied it at all. John QT dropping to the floor. Angle at that.
I just don't see how Munchkin clears this.
Yeah, an ADS. Spoils it for Munchkin here, tens.
It's weird though, because they don't know where Gen.G are. They could be all the way up heaven, all sorts of spots.
It's gonna cause the push out here by Sentinels, meeting them right into texture, but he wasn't waiting for it. As a trade attempt by Karon, he will fall too. Everybody topples, Sentinels. This is how, why did he just haste the fight to him? No way! How are you doing something like that, Munchkin? The two best players arguably on Sentinels put down like nothing.
Finds that timing before the utility's used perfectly. This is going to get scrappy though, because they want to fight over the spike. They're not content with just playing the numbers advantage.
He is willing to join them, but he has cut off that angle here with the Trailblazer not broken down. Is he actually going to be stunned up? Bullets raining through TP. Core texture is right there, fast in it. Here's the reinforcements, here's the whole bloody team. Everybody joining the fight and the fray. Fast rotation, stimmy, evacuation.
That's an amazing read by Sentinels. They know that all three players are there, and this is a race that SEN have won. Rare for them to be able to beat the defensive rotates, but
wait a moment.
A rare mistake as well from Gen.G. They haven't got the
is.
plant down.
Sassy hears the noise cues, but he just pre-fires and guesses incorrectly. The gamble not paying off still, not willing to give up that space, but finally here, Mazaus is out in the open still. The kill found 2v2, running and gunning to just retreat and cover that section. Now the defuse, Meteor sticking all the way. Sprayed down, have earned, but that will be it. Sentinels. Back them up. He does have the flash. Paranoia goes wide and does not connect onto the necessary target, and that is second still with that dash spraying away. Quite praying as well. It's all Sentinels. Collecting and colliding. Only two left to stand here for Gen.G. Munchkin Lakia. Side by side. Now, there is damage done, but the door has been broken into their face, and with only 12 seconds left. Spike drop down and spawn on top of it. You have to make a good go of this if you are Gen.G. You have to take liberties. How's he got away with that then? Time? 4 seconds, barely enough, but now broken in place. Zekken let's take the fight there, but caught out in the open with the Paranoia. Tight into these positions, being flooded and swarmed. Not enough with the bullets to spray them down. Reflank attempt now in through it. He spots it, but doesn't expect the second player. Still, Celsius not being able to stick that defuse. He can't even get second onto it, and the damage has been done to all of them. Sassy has to really stick this one and pray for his life. Not enough. Will there be any danger for Tens inside the position? This time Texture aware of it, flash through around the back as well, but he can't quite lend a second one, at least his teammates can. Lakia cleaning up duty for him, and now retaking with the operator. Second, a stray shot. Gamble in that position.
Spike planted.
Oh! Ridiculous. I think this is one of the situations where you just need to save the Op and Odin. Yeah. Get out of there.
4 players waiting. Zekken, too much to account for here. Wow, still gets out and still has the dash as well. In fact, is he going to use it? Yes, opts for it. Can't hit it with the readjustment there still. Now he nails it. Body's hitting the wall. Texture though, he's so rapid. Look at this guy. He's all the way up into heaven, but he is going to be shut down in the end. John QT, good awareness from that one. It's about trying to keep up with the tempo. Can't let Gen.G run all over you. Lakia, sole survivor. One shot left for Zekken. Shot dance, pushes him out.
Great punish.
A lot more to do. He wants to make a go of it.
Lucky has been astoundingly clutch, but he's not going to get anything this time. Celsius. Nothing to write home about here.
No, Gen.G could really be in an advantaged position, yet Texture goes down close. Quarters, action for Meteor, action indeed, but he does go down to the follow-through, spray-through of Sassy, anticipating it. The reflank now, just a re-clear into mid, and now regrouping up here for Sentinels. Damage done, but so is still on the opposite side, Zekken. You respond with that one. Need to deal with these players though. Anchoring, tucked, close cower, and he's gone. Lakia, Hunter's Fury available. Indecisive though in terms of how he wants to play this one. Sassy's just sticking this, and it is watched.
Down positioning, it denies mid and market. It's so good for keeping control of side. Karen dies, but he'd already stuck that plant.
Zekken will get detained, will slow them down just a tad here with the plant down. A potential difference making. Look at Lakia's position. Again, he's got that Hunter's Fury. He's going to be waiting for the right time to strike. Same with Meteor. Takes up that space, but he was blind as anything, and JEN.G a little bit delayed, but eventually getting that trade. Hunter's Fury now is being used proactively. 2 tags, no kills though. Damage being done. The backside players, they need to be dealt with. Popping through with the flash. Texture putting them down side by side. Tens will follow through. Time has run out entirely. And another's been bought here with all of these plays. Gen.G. Seen a player move over towards Cat here. It's going to be called out. At least it should be that awareness. Double tap. They can't hit it. No way. No way. Tens. My God, man. And the follow-up, the backup arriving in the form of an ultimate. Couldn't have been better.
You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. They just whiffed on him for a moment, and he readjusted his aim and took down 2.
Shot. He's not going to be detained from this spot. Here's it. Zekken not adjusting for that angle. Not even expecting it here. Now they have to worry about this crossfire setup, but JEN.G's halved already onto that diffuse. Sassy responds with the fire, but here he does not know. Finally, shock dart fired. Sassy tapping, forcing out wide again. Lakia this time prevails. Texture might just be blinded fully. He's playing inside the smoke, he dominates it. Tends to be playing this one before, but with the Odin spam at least potentially evened out, but not quite. Lakia straight there in the fight. Side by side. Advantage now for Gen.G.
A massive advantage with JEN.G falling. That's all of that Killjoy utility over towards B that's disabled. SEN are going to have to make a proactive call here. They can't just wait this out.
Gen.G are just doing the exact same, waiting. Hoping to catch that proactive call. It's a great read. Celsius might just walk and wade right into it. The crossfire of a century, and look at that, the call to 3, 2, 1, peek it down, tap, 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 Zekken! Right back at you. He's got plenty more to deal with now. He wants to make a go of it.
He's got 2, but might be too little, too late. He has read this though. He might be able to get into spawn at the right timing to cut this off and get another for free.
Doesn't break the knife actually, yes, and he's got the dash back online.
You just don't think logs here though. You just never think about that.
Don't expect it. It's going to have to be reactions and adjustment potentially there. Still close to the corner. Jiggling from Lakia. Ground Sentinels standing side by side here, but again the weaponry just not ideal for the job. Now Texture feeling it necessary to really clear through a lot of that. Hello, Karen spotted and an upgrade here for the anchoring players. Again close, tuck 2 dice, but there's no trade and no swings. The anchoring players out back here with the Sheriff. JEN.G, but not expecting it. Away with the Bucky! Gaming! No! Can't land the shots. Damage done to it. 10 set up. It's a 1v1. And such an important one at that. The money was dire. Tens. 6 bullets accounted for. Exactly what he needed. Gone down potentially there with the damage down, and out of here with the drone. Everybody lit up, but the shot goes wide and just goes a miss. Zekken though, he's still alive in the fight here, but a TP into the back of the site now. There is that danger facing, but cancelled. Only 30 seconds left. What is the call to be made? The reposition backing away. Hunter's Fury. And Lakia's hoping to set this one up for the rest of the team. They're calling to pivot. They're going to A. 20 seconds, indecisive.
They're going back to B.
Running back to B. Can't be making plays like this, man, but maybe just getting hectic in those final moments. TP engaged. Meteor. He's lurked his way in. Damage done, and another kill found. It's all being added up. Right click. Kills here. Needs to stick in. Right click. Gamble incorrect.
Oh, the body block.
Oh my God.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Celsius 1v2, 1v2, 1v2. Rushing entirely into it. for the right time to strike, potentially, but now jumping right, leaping into his face, and there it is from Gen.G, calling their bluff. They want to fight it. The front section of that side of Paranoia is good, and it blinds them all up. 3 players tucked to the site now for Sentinels, and they still don't have that plan down.
I feel like as soon as Zelsis goes for it, Gen.G are going to explode, and he thinks the same.
A dink, stray damage. It could come down to anything. A few stray shots now. Paranoia flying forward. Still no spike being planted. One-way smoke.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Caron? Has he got a pixel? No, not quite.
No, not quite at all, but waiting for it. Now the knife. Takes away the abilities, takes away the threat of this one, and as the turret's getting broken, they swing right into it, Gen.G. Surely not. They're doing it again.
He almost got caught, didn't he?
Almost got caught, but look at it. I mean, the dash still active. Texture. You can smell it, blood in the water.
That's the same pace and anticipation problem that I was noticing before. Gen.G are quite a bit faster than SEN expect.
Burst used to just try and cross Sentinels now. Scurrying away, trying to take control of A, but then there's a Paranoia. Goes flying, actually missing onto Sassy. No clear connection, but he still maintains control of A main control.
Yeah, 10's caught. Sassy dropped as well. This is looking like a monstrous bonus.
I mean, this is beautiful for Gen.G. Texture seeking out to ruin them here with a flash. Okay, return of the fire. Zekken right back at you with the nades, rebounding. Meteor dodging over and around. No way. Zekken was blind as anything, dashed forward to try and punish, but Meteor is tucked into this corner, and there should be that punish online. Karen seeking to relieve it. Zelsis dropped down onto his knees. I mean, is there going to be any chance of even just a res to pull him back
It's going to get punished. They need to be aware.
Surely picking him up. Zelsis there, but no, spamming through the wall, but no kill collected. John QT.
What a play.
Meteor cosplay in effect. This guy has, found the gaps and more. And another one to the collection. Sight opened up right when the team needed it.
That's incredible. What a read by John. Getting himself tucked into logs because Meteor went down early and that was open to them. Huge play. Not exactly running a fake, but just challenging Gen.G for the map control and beating them. I don't think Tens is going to survive this interaction. But
oh, yes!
He needs to find some way of having impact.
Start clearing the Paranoia here. Still close quarters enough. It has revealed, and they have cleaned him up. With John down, finally a kill found. Zekken not going to be blinded up by that one, but still emanating out with waves of the suppression. It's dropped to his knees. Meteor, last one left, unless he can get Munchkin back alive. A tap. Fading out the spray here. 3 players left out in the open. Sentinels. As the nade ready here. As time runs short. John QT. Hello. Flash forwards on top of it here, backing away, will get cleaned up eventually. The air is sprayed down. Fragment, nade, texture, and Munchkin all combined. And they have shut down his approach.
Tens with ultimate is going to try to get into the B site and get the plant down.
Yeah, it's an open site for him. Still rapid
Sassy get there?
approach. Sassy, he's picked them apart. Texture onto that rotation, but he is alone now. Tens is going to do a hell of a job to try and hold on to this one. Caron sticking, no way. Up onto it, just gets that information. Now 2 players. Assaulting the position slowly, surely.
Sassy's so far away.
He needs so much here. Sassy is miles away. Reinforcements are lacking. Makia seeking to disjoint it. That dart, it was fantastic though. Still playing inside the smoke. Lakia shuts it down, but time has been bought. A tap, Sassy. Does he think it's open to the fuse? Spamming away. Counter spam from Munchkin, sticking from Lakia. Full defensive setup. Well, certainly they are fast. It was Zekken. He's rapid on the uptake. Texture even more so. And the Hunter's Fury to punish. Alarmbot chasing them into the top section of mid. That's Tens. He's got to try and get some value in. He's got to try and get some kills.
The lockdown.
It's really just absolutely brutalized them. Slowed them to a crawl. They can't break it. They have to fight it. Tens here onto the angle again. They're swarming into the position and behind them. Texture rips them to shreds, rips them to pieces.
Has to stick.
And there's no chances, not anymore. Gen.G, both players, and they're already up through mid as well. Paranoia misses. Texture. Clean shot, rips it away, and this is Dreams being dashed out and away. John QT, maybe a chance. Turn with the 1 kill, but it's still a player disadvantage, and they don't know where the rest of them are. Into the corner, hello, finding Lakia. 3 versus 3, Munchkin going, walkabout. Zelsis dropped dead to rights, 2v2, still Spike in the open. And a control gained and gathered. Munchkin follows through with the fire. doubled up now, understanding the win con. Smoke to block it off. It's all on Sassy.
They know he's not close. Karen is actually looking the other way
Right
too.
here.
They've split up to form 2 1v1s. Could Sassy be given anything? He just doesn't expect them coming from
No,
spawn.
there's no way you expect this, and this could be it. This should be it. The map done and dusted. Gen.G edge ever closer to that title, ever closer to that trophy. Second gets off the line for just a moment, and now he's going to be faced with an absolute onslaught. They rush his position in still, walks away with 2. Return of the fire. Sen not leaving anything to chance. They want to try and funnel and rotate everybody towards him, but yet still Gen.G are played right into their hands.
One enemy remaining.
There's no help.
Low on health indeed. Meteor forced to scatter and back away. I mean, we are talking about the opening 35 seconds here. And now grouped up side by side, looking to put a pistol round on the board.
Senna getting antsy here though.
John QT out wide, Tens wide face! And definite chances, but Sentinels. Texture spotted. Nade as well, he's stunned up entirely here. Sassy so fast with it. Second combining with that approach here out wide. Munchkin seeking to at least relieve that pressure and damage and offset that disadvantage. Still locked down onto the pillar angle. They wait, a pause, but now the paranoia allows him to play it a little bit deeper here. Smoke now, propped up.
Second is 1, he's got to be healed.
He is going to top back up to a bit more health still. Got to think Gen.G, it all comes down to the way these fights get taken. Zekken from the side. Temple taken out of Charon inside the cage, dominating but cleaned up. Munchkin in the back, 1v1! No bullets, no chance! Munchkin with the sidearm saves the bloody day. They pause, and now they make the play here with the paranoid just a little bit too delayed. Rocket up and over, up trap saves him, but not from the bullets. So you're falling, damage done to Texture. Nade nowhere close, so he will survive, and Lakia is in mid.
Yeah, look at this awesome response from Lakia, realizing that Sen have overcommitted to the A ramp fight. He takes all of this space.
He tells us he's not going to be expecting this, not going to be expecting this,
What
and
a flick!
still lands it.
What a flick, what a turn!
That is insane. Forced to pivot now for Gen.G. He's not an option, so they go back to what has been working for them. They've been doing a lot of these mid-round calls, group up, collected together.
I'm seeing
Brute force and win these fights.
pings on the minimap, Bren, that indicate they want to push through B Heaven into spawn. I don't know exactly whether they're going to commit on that. The cam is going to spot them.
My camera is destroyed. 30 seconds left.
Just about. Snakebite though.
Yeah, look at this. They're looking to try to take the fight towards stairs while Munchkin plants.
Has got a plan. He was trying to pit. Goes down entirely here. The trades online now for Sentinels. Obliterating any chance here for Charon to even stand toe to toe. He'd have to hit those shots, and he can't quite manage it. Quickly into the approach here. There was a paranoia, and there's Pillars close to it. Players getting beamed down and ran down. Showstopper rocket out wide with Celtics falling. John QT left scrambling. He's trying to pick up these pieces. Pit collected and corralled now. It's only up to him in a 1v1 second. Towards that B site, but now a fight into the spawn. Texture spamming the appropriate angles. It's running and cutting at play, at work. That's purely just off of a read. Maybe even just a sound cue.
Yeah, great read though. And now Texture looking like he wants to get put into the smoke, or at least avoiding this flash.
Texture's going to get valued. They're not going to clear him out as well. They topple and fall, and they collide right into him. The maker, but Sassy surely not favoured into that one. And yeah, just backs away. Tens holding the angle for him, just over the shoulder. Offload those Seekers as well, giving him a good indicator now, but already getting a move on, a run now. Over towards A, fast sprint and fast in action. There are anchoring players. Zekken here, oh my goodness, almost claiming that one. It was a dink. Drops him down to 10 HP. Meteor falling to the nade. Zekken still alive. Still playing towards the pillar with the help of his team of only 30 seconds left. What is a call now for Gen.G?
There's very little time for them to work with. They're going into a stack. I mean, where's the win condition here? How do they get this?
Unlikely. It just looks so damn unlikely. Texture forward in his approach again, but there's no setup ready for it. Just satchels to his doom and defeat. Everybody picked apart. Spike dropped down. No kill onto Charon. To get this plant down, maybe potentially 10 push. Just push in, end and put a stop to it. Waiting, he just looks for the right time to strike, and that appears to be now. Rebounding across the wall, Lakia finish, gap into the wall, maybe a chance for Meteor, but the knives just go amiss, all ran out. And so do the chances really. Attempt to try and take this space still.
Love that smoke from Tens as well. Not something that they were previously doing, choosing to fight A-ramp. But now just making sure Gen.G have no opportunities to take this fight. And if they do, SEN tripled up, looking to drop the wall and take the fight on their terms. They missed the paranoia!
There's the paranoia! Texture! And Meteor! They combine their might, and Sentinels, no chance entirely! Will the rocket go though? That is the question. And fires it straight into Celsius. He's dropped, and with that, the pit. It's an open side out, open still. Looks like a chance to take this fight, but they're not anticipating it. Meteor already up onto the high ground position, but Sentinels not messing around. A rapid approach and a rapid retake of this one, but they are being cleaned up entirely. As Charon is just plucking them apart.
Munchkin ready to stop anybody going through A heaven, but the players on site had already done his job for him.
Second.
Tries to make the most of it.
Of him playing it onto heaven. Satchel forwards, cuts up the angle, flash repick, no, not through main! Adjustment necessary, and second comes up with the goods and more!
Clean it all up.
Might be your time to strike, son. Step up to the line and really reward the rest of your team. As two topple and fall, Texture soon after, and the movement, wide swing, wide face. Of it. Smoke's now up with the paranoia through, and it's a call made to flood right back into it. The rocket damage done, but already Texture right behind, snaps back second. Shuts down the adversary, shuts down the nemesis. But does he anticipate this? Yes, he does! Movement sublime! Few shots flying, nade rebounding, but not expecting Meteor here with the damage. Done! Kills collected. All on top, and it's all added up as well for that Gen.G advantage still. There are players low. Calling for the pause and around here for Sentinels, understanding the importance of it, not getting ahead of themselves.
Their map control is actually fairly good here, with Sassy watching behind. Lakia not getting punished for this re-exploration, but also finding incorrect information. That might drive people into Sassy. He's weak, but he has a sheriff.
Gen.G have gone walkabouts themselves. What's the thought process here? Flash. Acknowledgement now, at least, that there's going to be players behind him, but Sassy feeling no real pressure, but now he's got to hear it. Jumping down into vents, they are just forcing the position and forcing the fight straight to them. Surely not favored into this one. 3v2, damage! And down, drop down to the players here. Single shot will do it. Texture survives. Spike. It's still in the hands of Sassy here, but he's got so much more to do. And does he hear the drop down? He does not. Lakia.
They're going to get caught here.
Covering fire, you're right. They are getting caught in all sorts of positions with Charon falling, Zekken creeping and crawling.
Whoa!
Texture though, back at it again. It's not quite enough still. It's an overwhelming advantage now for Sentinels.
Know exactly where you are.
I'm watching for this again. Texture caught. So much value out of this position over towards Vents. Again, feels like a hard read from Sentinels to me. Baiting them into fighting over A-ramp.
Meteor left to anchor now in his position. It's being assaulted and swarmed. Paranoia is good. Shot missed. Going stray. Still walks it down onto this angle. But look at it. They've just absolutely overpowered them. We'll let loose that snake bite. So covering the retreat, but at the same time, John QT here anticipating every single play. Getting two, there's a job well done. Karen did return that fire, but Munchkin pushed back and away. Snakebite vulnerable. Boombot in his face, barely dealt with. Still alive and kicking the Meteor. Rapid on the approach, rapid on the uptake.
They didn't help Zekken. Zekken got into sight, and they were scared. Scared of the Buckies, scared of the Snakebites coming down. Something caused a hesitation in SEN here, and it's a 3v3. Still with knives on the other side.
Fear might cost you if you are Sentinels, Karen. It's close, not quite concealed, only good for the one. There's that instant trade. The Meteor's way ahead of you. Look at this guy, already taking a position forward and tucked underneath. He's picked up a rifle, and this could be the playmaker. Real time, watching it play out. It's like a car crash in slow motion, but a tough plant. Not anticipating it, labored in that 1v1, or 1v2. Sassy removed. Meteor, what a play.
But here he comes.
Yep, just following it. It's all going to be leading. No way, Meteor. Plucks him out of the sky.
Didn't get cleared, he was on top of the box.
And the threat of that rocket is just negated immediately. Tens though. He's looking for timings of his own, and this is the right time to take them. Got to play riskily now when you're a player down, especially against a team like Gen.G.
Texture.
Stacked.
Oh, they just missed the timing.
Texture. He's going to spot him now. Tens doesn't see it. Tens called
He's
out.
a dead man walking.
He really is. Should not be getting away with this at all. In fact, Texture not even worried about it. His team's going to be calling for it. He wins the fight out. Munchkin taking that one alone, but already it's Texture sees the advantage, and now that close position tucked to the corner, punishing the all pick. Celsius wondering how the hell did he get there? 2 players to stand, but turning it down, and Meteor turning up the bloody heat. All up to John.
Again, another SEN player in a 1v2 to end this situation. Not favoured. 25 seconds, doesn't know where Meteor is. There's barely going to be any time here. At some point, he's got to get a move on. He's going to give the information away to Lakia.
15 seconds.
Can he knife out walk the entire way?
As much as he possibly can. Wants to give away absolutely nothing. But at some point, they got to know it's A. And Lakia, yeah, finally realizing, turns his attention towards it. Barely enough time. So John's got a hell of a task ahead of him now. Doesn't know where the players are. Left to take some gambles. Lakia, what the hell was that peak?
That's an unbelievable shot, though, from John.
Absolutely. Brought it to the 1v1. 8 bullets left in the clip. Smoke out. Open Meteor. Rifle in his hands. He's the one who has to really land this one. Shot. The crouched up. Not expecting that. Too many players to account for. Texture falling. Karen now with the judge. Now, I've seen this one before. If they walk right into him, there could be trouble.
Yeah, but they've got the Cypher on. They
do.
see that he's got that weapon. They want no piece of that smoke.
Now a maneuver all the way over. Lakia out wide, trying to anchor this position. Follow through with the kills, and they do trade out those available plays. But Karen, TP in the fight, in the mix, inside the smoke, trying to dominate this one. But he only has the judge. What can one man do? Not enough. Pit, lay it down for Sentinels. They're not leaving this one to chance. They need to clean it up now. For Munchkin, the IGL. Does he anticipate Zekin's forward position? He does not. Water Avenue, still they dash past him. They don't know where he is finally. Dealing with him. But that push down mid has turned into a fast flank with all 4 of them. The trip. They're giving it away, but are they going to be aware that there's this many players?
No reaction from SEN. They're not trying to take space elsewhere.
No. Holding the ground, ensnared onto the site. Now from that high ground position, spam through, but Ten's not being baited with this one. Texture, how has he got that? Opened it up onto Zelsis, rocket, rebounds into the bag, kills, collected, and there's a 1v2 out of nowhere! Caron delivers! Equalization again, looks like a fast play out, and it is. Gliding forward, Zelsis goes down to his own nade, and takes a with the damage follow-up, the rifle in play. John QT is so fast here, just trying to follow through with Sassy. He's already gained that ground here, but they've lost too many players. Once more, Gen.G up to 10, but maybe, just maybe you can find this kill. Zelsis! How's he getting away with it again? But the movement!
They can't use that. It does pull the Gen.G players away slightly, but as soon as the plant goes down, Gen.G are going to know that they have to focus on B, and Zelsis is going to get rooted out here.
Not again! No! Not again! No way! The 3 versus 3.
30
The
seconds.
discipline, the diligence, Paranoia sweeps through. Now the Seekers over the top with the flash, trying to hold his ground. Sassy does not go down. Pillardo, blade up, double up, guns need to be out, and AI in play. Finally, Lakia. A 1v2, finds the first. Next one on the cards. This rifle in his hands, does he anticipate this kind of danger? It's returned, at least with the fire, but he's already gained 2 kills for his team, and now John QT wants to put a bit of a move on here still. Doesn't have a rifle to take that fight. Dodging, ducking, weaving. Finally, the run and gun in action. Sassy, singing his plan down.
Very nicely done there by Sentinels. Lucky had just given it away a little too early by taking the shot. Missed it on John. He's opened up a chance for SEN. Post plants look good as well, honestly.
They do.
They've also planted so that Tens could get one and then ult away to heaven.
Possibilities now for SEN. Twist and turn and find themselves up to 12 here. Paranoia's exchange. Okay, the nade just dodged the bow with the TP. Engage. Texture. Matters into his own hands. He's just blitzed his way onto the site now and out through the back of it. Neurofem. Maybe some false information, but they are looking everywhere now. Smoke. Drop down. Texture. Sticking. Half. Denied. The onslaught. Sweeping them through all the bounds, and the Stinger's just not good for it, at least for that. Paranoia, though, has to be a follow-up, and it has to be a clean-up, and there is there on time. Texture dropped in the process now with 30 seconds left. Take a pause and around and take a breather because Sentinels realize it. The chance now to extend that play in the series, to take it all the way to Icebox. A tap forces it out. The first little wave of the util. All the flashes flying through, and so do the bullets. Lakia a lot to overcome, a lot to do, and it's just impossible. Map 5. Sight. Man with the plant down, but it's an open angle here that wasn't actually smoked off. And it's not available for them. Still fight ready to be taken here. Sentinels trying to get fast onto the approach and hot on their heels. The kill onto Lakia, it evens it out to 4-4, but you got to think the advantage now to Gen.G.
Sassy's going to have Dizzy back online, I think. Was he able to pick that one back up? Surely.
Late look, Celsius seeming like he might be aware of it. Drifting back and forth. What a shot straight to the cranium. Sassy defusing is already on half. Sassy defusing. Wingman, hello, already on the half, but it might have just brought them that critical, crucial lifeline. Munchkin from the side. An attack from second is that uncertainty, but he's defended in time by John QT. You absolute beauty. Coming into the post plant. Again, that weaponry isn't good, but util is. Look at that. It's a coordinated effort. An absolutely filthy spray transfer. As Lakia setting it up from Sassy. That hasn't been dealt with here still. Wingman forwards, Entertainment not online, and they are really trying to flood in and through, but Gen.G on the high ground positions, on high, tying to topple them over. Celsius, the difference maker. Right when his team needed it, 2 versus 2, and guess what? Spike, drop down, top nest.
Wingman delivered that one like a juicy little
Delivery.
Oh, speaking of deliveries, Sassy out wide, but Celsius again. It would have to be the ace, and it's shut down in its tracks. But still Tens. He's in that top position with the operator. Still, it's a half clearance, and punishment in place.
beautiful adaptation from Sen, deciding to take the fight to Gen.G.
Doubled up, shoulder to shoulders, an updraft peek here from Zekken, so he's just clearing all the potential possible spots, but there is that blind spot, Munchkin, eventually. Time, Tens, forwards here, there is Entertainment, Fragment, Nade, does he expect it? No, he does not, Meteor. Again taking matters into his own hands, and he's snuck himself up into that forward position, but finally dealt with, shut down, Lakia cannot withstand it, this pressure is just immense.
Only get a peek if you decide to invest the Thrash.
Oh my god, the knife, no way! He just disrespects it, and Zekken is out of there on top of the ropes. He does not want to be hunted down and away, but there's that Entertainment. Where's the help? Dash through, Tens is there! Finally, support arriving, but Lakia cleaning up that pesky player close towards yellow.
But Sassy's done enough, just by staying in an open area where the rest of his team could cover him.
Spotted in the window.
Yeah, by the turret. Yep. Great turret position there. Utilizing the new window that got carved out of Tube.
Real read here for Sentinels. But again, have to maintain these advantages when they are handed to you, and if you lose that fight into mid, suddenly 3 versus 3. Have a peek of things here. Out, open, timing against him. Second, he loses his fight, and just like that, it's turned.
Absolutely brutal for Sen. Great punishment on these peaks by Gen.G.
Reaction test here for Celsius. He doesn't even need it. Blind as a bat, but he still sprays him down, but he can't follow through with the second kill. 1 versus 2. Knife out. John QT not anticipating it. Opting into the scrap. Zekken, there's no way you dash into that angle, and he's punished.
Wow, what a flash from Munchkin. Just bleached the eyeballs of Zekken, and Tens looking to try to take the fight.
The Dizzy didn't get broken in time. No way!
What a wall bang!
Right through the wall. And Tens still not going to be removed from this spot. He just sees it, head poking over, but now has to respect it. Players all around him. Sassy, your turn to strike back if you can. While the iron is hot, and hot it is! For it, it's going to be that high-low, and a peek with the Dizzy on top of things, running and gunning forward. Second, drop down, 1 kill found, but already the pit is down and out. Covered at the site.
Munchkin's weak. Is he going to try to knock himself to get the full res? Oh, they go for the lockdown as well.
Lockdown play. Using it to clear them all the way back here, so Sentinels won't be able to withstand their ground here, but there is that gap out towards the back here. It seems like there's some hesitation. How do they want to try and fight towards this one? It looks like now the plan being committed. Still with that pit here, with the ults all the way through now. Thrash to set it up, and it has cleared the way through. No! Timing! Timing! Charon! An absolute menace! In a 1v2, Sassy. So much to do. Mosh rebounds, Pit still alive and active, but it finally fades, and look at it. It's hectic, it's frantic, he's looking this way and that way. Wingman out! Can't collect the kill. The footsteps, here's the running gun. Celsius! Awareness off the charts. Pit dropped down too. But dodging that one with the Entertainment. The Thrash not getting anything, and the decay damage, there it is. Putting in work with Celsius leading that charge still.
The spike, it went down. Wingman able to plant it in the midst of all of this. But this pit, it's not a post-plant play. It's for Sen to go for the retake.
And they got all that space still, have to clear through this one. Karon has a snake bite, at least one with the tap. And now they're floating through onto the side. That left hand flash! Magnificent! Munchkin to deliver. And he's got to stand and do it now. The tap, forcing out the bullets, no more. Left in the chamber. Position here. Plenty of angles to adjust and choose from, but they are walking right into the one that matters most. Dash online, backs away, Sassy, close now. In their faces, willing to take the fight straight to them with only 25 seconds left as the final round of the first half. And an important one at that, Wingman broken. That's the confirmation. Gen.G have to follow through with the weaponry and the guns, and they're finding their own place, but it's only down to one. Texture, Soul Survivor breaks it down. Munchkin late to the party. And jumping around, the nerves at play. He's already in the fray, through the back of the side here, broken down, plant out in the open, but behind the box, Second finds his mark. Precision being the name of the game, but Gen.G not willing to give up even a scrap of territory. No map control, and no gain really for them. Gen.G takes to, oh my goodness, 2, but eventually brought down. 3 versus 3, and the spike's still not retrievable.
It's a spike position.
30 seconds left.
They keep getting tucked behind this box over and over. Karon, though, he took so much damage earlier on, they could just spam him out.
20 seconds roughly in the round. It all comes down to this for Sen and a pistol round. 1 to stand, 1, 2, fall! And that's why Tennis is there, underhanded, flash through, takes it, the fight straight 2 into Meteor, on top of bridge. Gen.G though, surely the guns prevail. It's 1 versus 2. There is that value. Rifle upgrade. Celsius here. Is it even planted for it? I'm not even sure. Tucked to the corner here. They know where he is. Wingman sets its sight onto it. Lakia half on the defuse and even more. No kills to be claimed. No kills to be collected. Gen.G narrowly avoiding it, but they need to keep these guns. Mosh pit flash through and out Second. How the hell is he alive there? Thrash now finally being used, but it's offloaded. All the mollies as well. Thrash broken. Media wide texture. Trying to claim another one here, being dropped down to 10 HP. 10, surely he falls, surely they go down. Half, out, Munchkin. Has he bought enough time? He's got too many targets to deal with. Too much indeed. Dizzy, has he been broken? Not quite, just sailed right over, but a bit of miscommunication. Out here, texture. The knife's at play, the knife's at work. He's gonna try and slice and dice to victory. Gen.G finding that footwork and the ground gained and granted to them. 2 versus 2, a weapon. At least with the upgrade, Meteor is going to be holding this one, he's going to be defusing this one, but already the wall fades and topples away. Half needs to be earned, and he does get it, but time against him entirely.
And they have Lakia on pipes too. This is looking like the way that Sen wanted to defend.
Certainly is. Here's Zekken! Matters into his own hands, leading the charge with a dash. It just collides right into the collision of 410. There needs to be the adjustment, it's not there! An inevitability. Texture in a 1v3.
He's got to try to hold on to the last shreds of hope in his heart. But it must be feeling heavy. He knows that this is Sen likely to get up to 12.
Look at the triangle they formed as well. Crossfire setups. Thrash clears through, that's entertainment! Takes the drops down, but he's fallen prey to it. Hunted down. Up to Lakia. He's called for the reinforcements, but this is it. It's a brutal scenario. They're picked to pieces. Thread unraveled. Sentinels can feel it.
The ult even forced out a Meteor here to try to keep the Horde back. But they're in a 3v5. There's nobody on A. Where's the win condition? It just looks like Sen are going to have a free ticket to A. Zekken's going to make a play down mid, and it gets cancelled. Why would you even bother taking the risk?
Play it together. Thrash, second round. To clear the way through. It's Munchkin standing his ground. Knife just a little bit too late here. They can feel it now. Pressure mounting. Gen.G stacking, but they will topple. They will fall. The rifles are too good. 1,000 days and counting. Sentinels maintaining their relevancy.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
The last time they were at an international event, last time they earned any sort of accolades.
Toxins going up.
And Karon, from rank to rookie to tier 1 play, left to stew. Pacific's hopes and dreams laid on his shoulders. Gen.G's hopes and dreams laid on his shoulders. But how much can one man do? First one found, second one not there. It's over. Sen City, here to play, here to stay. And history has been made.
This Sentinels organisation leapt to stardom, became a household name because of the win that they got in that first ever Masters event. They have struggled, they've been clowned on, last year was devastated, but this group of players has done it. They put Sentinels back on top. The best team in the world to open 2024.